Hey guys, so I've got this little guy here, and when I click him, I do damage to him, and eventually he dies. But I have no idea when he's about to die, so let's make a health bar. So right click on your player, or whatever you'd like to put a health bar on, go UI, add a canvas. Let's call this health bar canvas. Change the render mode to world space, change the scale down to 0.001, 0.001. Let's zero that out there in the position and pull it just above his head. Now for the actual health bar, I've got just this little rectangle sprite here. You can use whatever you'd like as the background and foreground. So on the canvas, add an image and call it the background. And I'm just going to slide in my sprite there. Set native size just so it sets it to the correct aspect ratio for the sprite that you've chosen, and size it to how you'd like. And this will be the background for me, so I'm going to make it a darkish color like that. Duplicate that and make it a child of the background and call this one foreground. And let's make this like a nice health bar-y color. Now, the important step here is to set the image type to filled, change the fill method to horizontal, and as you can see there, it's kind of already starting to look like a bit of a health bar. So now we need a script to control this. So let's make a health bar script. Open it up. Now, first thing we're going to need is a reference to our health bar foreground. Let's just call this health bar sprite. Then all we'll need is just one function, public void update health bar, and we'll take in max health, and we'll take in current health as floats, and we'll do health bar sprite dot fill amount equals current health divided by max health, like that. And then we'll need to actually trigger this so it does something. So on my player script, I've just got a simple on mouse down. My player will take some damage. It will either die if it's got 0 health, or it will just take the hit effect. So let's grab a reference to our health bar, private health bar, and then when we first set our max and current health, we'll want to initialize the health bar to show the correct value. So let's do update health bar. We'll send in our max health and our current health, and then we'll do the exact same thing when we get hit, just like that. So on my player, I will send in my health bar. Oh, we need to first attach the health bar script, and then the health bar requires the foreground script like that. So just put that in. Now I'll put in my health bar script in my health bar slot, and that should be just about it. And there we go. So you can see that the health bar works, but it's not exactly what we need. For example, it's going the wrong way, and also it's not facing the camera. So once it gets kind of like around to the side like this, it's going to be very tricky to see what's going on. So I'll show you how to fix that. Go back to your health bar script. And in update method, let's look into that, and we'll set our transform.rotation equals to quaternion look rotation, and we'll take our current position, which is our transform position, minus, and now we need the camera.main.transform.position. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, this camera.main is quite inefficient, so we should never call that every single frame. So what we'll do is we'll grab a reference to our camera, and then in our start function, we'll just say cam equals to that. So we're just calling it once. Whoops, we don't want the full thing, just camera.main, and then we'll say cam.transform.position. Like that, and that should be it. Yep, so even though that it's spinning around, it's facing us all the time, and the health bar is traveling down the way we would like it. One little bonus thing you could do, if you would like it to go down in more of a smooth manner, like you'd like it to kind of animate, what we can do is we can go back to our health bar script and we can get a reference to a target, which will effectively be where we're wanting to animate our health bar to. And we'll have a new serialized field here, another float, and this will be the reduce speed. Let's default that to something like 2, default target to 1. Now what we'll do is instead of setting our health bar fill amount to that, we will set our target to that. And then in our update function, we'll say our fill amount is equal to mathf.move towards, and then we'll basically what we're doing is we're giving it our current, where it currently is and where we want it to be, and how fast we want it to go. So current is the health bar fill amount as it is now, target is target, and then we'll do our reduce speed times time.delta time. There we go, back into Unity, our health bar, and let's give that a try. Yep, as you can see, it goes down smoothly. So there you have it. If you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.